This question came from a video which explains how to use Google Chrome to scrape websites using Excel VBA. It's actually one of the slightly more straightforward questions we tend to get asked on a video like this. Tony wanted to know how to get Chrome to open up in full screen mode. So let's have a look at how we can do that. I'm starting with a blank Excel workbook, making sure that I've got the Selenium library installed, and if you're not sure how to do that, this video explains exactly how. I'm going to head straight to the Visual Basic editor from my Excel workbook, and then insert a brand new module into the project. And then I'm going to make sure that I've got a reference to the Selenium type library. So from the Tools menu, choose References, jump down in the list to the section beginning with S by typing in the letter S on the keyboard, and then check the box next to the Selenium type library entry. Once I've done that, I can click OK, and then declare a module level variable to hold a reference to my Chrome driver. So I'm going to say private cd as selenium.chrome driver. I'm then going to create a subroutine called something like open Chrome full screen, which should be fairly descriptive. And then let's create a new instance of our Chrome driver by saying set cd equals new selenium.chrome driver. I'm then going to start the driver by saying cd.start, and then I'll get a reference to a website. I'm going to say cd.get, and I guess I'd better use the YSAL website, so I'll say https://www.ysal.co.uk. Feel free to use any other website you like. And having done that, all I'm going to do is run the subroutine just to check that all this part is working, and we should get a new instance of Google Chrome opening up, navigating to the YSAL homepage. So at this point, I'm just going to close that down. Next, I'd like to switch Chrome into full screen mode, and just in case you didn't know how to do that manually, I'm going to switch into a Chrome window and press the F11 key on the keyboard to go into full screen mode, and then I can press F11 again to exit. So basically I want VBA to replicate that instruction, pressing the F11 key. To do that, if I press Ctrl and spacebar at the beginning of this blank line and look for the SendKeys method, you see there's actually two of those available. There's a SendKeys method in the Visual Basic for Applications library and another one in the Excel library. So if I wanted to distinguish between the two, I could say VBA.SendKeys, and you'll see there's only one SendKeys method in there. Or I could also say Excel.SendKeys or Application.SendKeys, and that will refer to the Excel version. It doesn't actually matter which of the two you use for this basic example. I'm going to go VBA.SendKeys, and then I need to pass in the string for the key that I would like to press. Now, if it was something as simple as pressing the letter F on the keyboard, I could send that just using a simple string like so. But if I want to send a special key like the F11 key, I need to wrap that up in a set of braces or curly brackets. So open some braces, F11, close the braces and close the double quotes. So at that point, if I run the subroutine again, it'll open up a new instance of Chrome, navigate to the YSAL homepage, and once that's happened, it'll go into full screen mode. One very minor issue with full screen mode is that I can't quickly click the cross at the top right hand corner to close down the instance of Chrome. I have to exit full screen mode first. I can do that by pressing the F11 key again, or I can position the mouse cursor up to the top of the screen to get a little cross to appear, and then click on that to get out of full screen mode, and then close down the application. So rather than opening up in full screen mode or switching into full screen mode, an alternative technique we can use is just make sure the window is maximized when it first opens. So I'm going to comment out the VBA.SendKeys method, and then before we start the Chrome driver, we're going to add an argument to the Chrome driver. So we're going to say cd.addArgument. Then I'm going to, in a set of double quotes, type in the argument start-maximised. And I must remember to spell that the American way with a Z, not an S, which has tripped me up in the past. So if I say start maximised and then run the subroutine again, we'll see this time, you can see that the Chrome window has opened up as not a full screen window, but a maximised window. So I've got the benefit of having everything in the entire window, but I can quickly close this just by clicking the cross at the top right hand corner. There is one final option we can use here. I think it's a little excessive for Tony's requirements, but it's kind of related to what we're doing, so I thought it was worthwhile including. We can open up Google Chrome in something called Kiosk mode. Now, kiosk mode is like a super full screen mode with no convenient way to exit out of that mode, which doesn't sound particularly useful. I believe the intent behind kiosk mode is so that you can essentially turn a device into a single purpose device, so an interactive display, for example. So the user has no quick, convenient way to exit out of Chrome, so all they can do is interact with the content displayed on screen. To make that work in VBA, we can just change the add argument. So rather than just say start Maximised, we can say -- kiosk. So if we run this one now, it will open up Google Chrome. You can see it's in what looks like full screen mode. It's automatically, immediately appeared, taking up the full screen with no menus or toolbars or ways to close down the application. I do have this little cross to close down the automated test software message, but that doesn't let me close down the application or maximize it or minimize it or restore it or whatever. So you need a quick keyboard shortcut to exit from this. Of course, you could use the Alt-Tab keyboard shortcut to tab to a different application, or just to shut down this instance of Chrome, you can press Alt and F4, which will close down Chrome altogether. So hopefully that answers the original question. If anybody has any other suggestions, please feel free to drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.